5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is
Lights,
Camera,
Super,
Action. She is
Claudia,
also known as Kali, and I am.
he's Victor.
And today is the recap part 2. The recap is an admission that there are just too many movies out there, and we wish we could do film crits about them, but we are working professionals and we just don't have the time.
True.
But we promise once we hit half a billion, once we hit 500,000 subscribers, we'll do this more often.
Yes. In part 1, we focus on the movies from January to June 2023.
And this time, we are doing the rest of the year, from July to December 2023. And again, we're doing a snake draft a la fantasy football, because it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, you kicked off part 1,
That is true.
and your pick was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Correct. It's your turn to pick your player.
My first pick of this snake draft is Oppenheimer. Everyone thinks that Oppenheimer is just about the assembly of the Manhattan Project and the creation of the atomic bomb. But it's more than that. It's also about the Senate confirmation hearings of Louis Strauss, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, and the Oppenheimer security hearing, or as I call it, Inquisition, conducted by the United States Atomic Energy Commission. All of these stories are intertwined and they have a huge payoff at the end. Probably my favorite movie of the year, along with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
My first pick is Blue Beetle. This is the first Latino superhero movie and it makes me so proud. Xolo Maridueña's performance as Jaime Reyes, a.k.a. Blue Beetle, was super great in his scenes about fighting, drama, comedy, action. Wow, he's so talented. The rest of the cast is amazing too, and they have great chemistry with Xolo. They even look like a real family, actually. The special effects were both practical and CGI, but they worked just fine. The screenplay was dynamic and fantastic. The villains were so convincing. This movie is directed by Puerto Rican Angel Manuel Soto. Highly recommended. It's actually my turn, right?
And you begin round 2.
My second pick is Saw 10 by director Kevin Grotert. Tobin Bell is back as John Kramer, and it made everything absolutely right. The screenplay is so cool. As a fan of the Saw franchise, I like this movie very, very much. And I'm rooting for Saw 11. Woo-hoo! Coming soon.
Oh my God.
So what's your pick number 2, Vic?
Thank you for choosing Saw 10. That means that I get to pick Barbie. I love Barbie.
Hi, Vic.
Barbie is a very clever commentary on gender politics. Greta Gerwig made an amazing movie which is a lot more profound than people give credit. Margot Robbie should have gotten an Oscar nomination. She didn't. Ryan Gosling did. America Ferrera did as well. Well deserved. Will Ferrell was great. Simu Liu was great. Barbie is an unforgettable movie. And I'm glad we saw it on the biggest screen possible. So, I begin with round 3. My third pick is The Holdovers. It's an amazing movie, a period piece that reminds me that sometimes you find family way outside your own roof. Great performances by Paul Giamatti, Dominic Sessa, and Divine Joy Randolph. Please see this movie as soon as possible. It's Great. What's pick number 3 for you?
My third pick is Poor Things, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. I don't know if it's pronounced that way, but I tried my best. Poor Things is about a female Frankenstein who wants to be free from the prejudices of her times. She grows steadfast in her purpose to stand for equality and liberation. The movie is so creative. Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe, they were absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's my number 3rd pick. And I'm next, right?
Yes, you're next. Round 4. Fight!
Excellent.
My 4th pick is The Iron Claw. The Iron Claw is directed by Sean Durkin and is the true story of the Von Erich brothers who make history in the intensely competitive world of professional wrestling in the early 80s. Zac Efron was great. He plays Kevin Von Erich, one of the brothers, and Jeremy Allen White. He plays Kerry Von Erich. Allen White is the protagonist of the Emmy-winning TV series The Bear. So it's highly recommended. It has a lot of drama. I liked it very much. So what is your number 4 pick?
I think I have to take a plane to Japan.
Let's go.
Because my number 4 pick is Godzilla -1. I'm not a fan of Godzilla at all, but I love the trailers. And if I love the trailers, I'll give the movie a chance. And this movie blew me away. I love the work of director Takashi Yamazaki, who not only directed the movie, he also wrote it, and he created the special effects for it. Allegedly, the special effects budget was only $15 million.
Wow.
$15 million, and it looked like a $200 million movie. The number 5 pick is mine as well.
5, 5, 5, 5.
Yeah. And that's Rustin. I had no idea who this guy was, but he's the man behind the I Have a Dream speech, Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. And it's a great story. It's a mover and shaker who was not only black in times when being black was not easy, he was also gay. In the 60s, that didn't fly too well. An amazing movie. I'm glad I saw it. And Colman Domingo's performance is absolutely amazing. What's pick number 5 for you?
My number 5 pick is Saltburn, directed by Emerald Fennell, and one of the producers of the movie is actually Margot Robbie. Cool. Saltburn is about a student who becomes fixated with a popular aristocratic fellow student at his university, who later invites him to spend the summer at his eccentric family's estate. I don't know why Barry Keoghan is not nominated for Best Actor, but whatever. Highly recommended. So I get to pick the next movie, right?
Yes.
Ta-na-na,
We begin round 6.
Round 6 is mine with Maestro, directed and starring Bradley Cooper. Maestro is a biographical romantic drama film that centers on the relationship between American composer Leonard Bernstein and his wife Felicia Montealegre from Chile. Although he was married, he felt equally attracted to other men. The makeup artist transforms Bradley Cooper into a very convincing old man. I was also impressed by the black and white cinematography. Vic, what is your pick number 6?
It's Naiad. To me, it's unbelievable. A single person swimming from Cuba to Florida. I mean, it's crazy, but this female swimmer, Diane Naiad, I think it's her first name is Diane, she made it, but it wasn't easy. It took her many times, and strength of will, perseverance, great performances by Annette Bening and Jodie Foster. So yes, pick number 6 for me is Naiad. I also begin round number 7, and my 7th pick is American Fiction. Jeffrey Wright's character writes an outlandishly stereotypical black book as satire. He has to lie. He has to say that he is from the ghetto. He has to talk about drugs and guns and prostitution in order to sell a book. But white America embraces it, gives it high praise and high sales. And that's crazy. That's crazy because he's a great writer who can sell a single book. Wright's performance is not the only strong one in this movie. Also, Sterling K. Brown, who plays his brother Clifford, is also great. And wow, you have to see this movie.
My number 7 pick is The Money. The movie stars Paul Dano, Vincent D'Onofrio, and America Ferrera. It is directed by Craig Gillespie. This movie is based on a true story of this influencer who encourages his followers to buy the stocks of the GameStop store. It is funny, it's educational, it is a very good way to understand the stock market. You gotta see this movie. Yeah, it's very good. I choose the next movie, my number 8.
Yeah, you're number 8.
My number 8 movie is Insidious, The Red Door. So yes, I have another horror movie on my list. This time, Patrick Wilson is not only the star of the movie, but he's also the director. This is his first movie and he did a very good job. He made me endure some major jump scares. So what is your number 8 pick?
My number 8 pick is one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and I'm glad I picked it, even though it didn't do too well at the box office. We filmed a video of The Marvels, and we loved The Marvels. Iman Vellani, Tiana Paris, and Brie Larson, their chemistry was magical, and the movie was a lot of fun. If you like fun, this is the movie for you. My number 9 pick is a musical. But this movie was not advertised as a musical.
At all?
At all. My number 9th pick is Wonka, starring Timothée Chalamet. Didn't imagine I would like it as much as I did. But it was very, very good. Hugh Grant, he was great as an Oompa Loompa. He doesn't have a lot of screen time, but he's great. He's great. I love him. What's your number 9 pick?
My number 9 pick is Leave the World Behind. Imagine a world without cell phones, television, computers, internet, and other regularly used technology. Scary, right? Leave the World Behind is an apocalyptic psychological thriller written and directed by Sam Ismail. The film stars Julia Roberts, Mahershala Ali, Ethan Hawke, and Kevin Bacon. Really nice. The plot twist. So,
Plot twist.
be prepared. And I pick first in round 10. And the movie is May December, directed by Todd Haynes. Natalie Portman plays an actress who travels to meet and study the life of the controversial woman, who in this case is played by Julianne Moore. She's set to play in a film. A woman infamous for seducing her husband, who's played by Charles Melton, when he was only 13 years old. Wow, very dramatic, quite strong. It's a fine art style movie. I liked it very much. And last but not least, what is your number 10?
It's my turn to end this edition of the recap with my number 10 pick. Choosing this pick was pretty tough because there were other movies that I loved that could have been here. For instance, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem, Society of the Snow, which we saw last night, and Gran Turismo, a movie that was most pleasant surprise we had last year. But my number 10 pick is another surprise. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Rachel Zegler was really good here. So was Tom Blythe, who played Coriolanus Snow. But the cast is strong as well with Viola Davis and Peter Dinklage. Surprising movie. I liked it quite a bit. Before we go, we have something extra for y'all. And it's our most disappointing movie of the year. In my case, it's Killers of the Flower Moon. This was supposed to be a very important movie because it sheds light on another horrible and shameful chapter of American history, the systematic murder of Osage Nation oil tycoons. When this movie was announced, Martin Scorsese said to Time magazine that while writing the original Flower Moon script, he realized that he was making a movie about all the white guys. He still made a movie about all the white guys. I mean, he changed the focus from the white FBI to the white gangsters, something he's very comfortable with because he has made a career making movies about gangsters. The Osage Nation people, they're just victims, and they're there for shock value. The movie saving grace is Lily Gladstone, and she deserves her Oscar nomination. Jesse Plemons is pretty good too, but he arrives too late. Leo DiCaprio is horribly miscast. And Robert De Niro feels a little bit by the numbers, and sometimes he detours into cartoonish territory. If he had a mustache, you kind of expect him to twirl his mustache like the serial villains of old. It's not a good movie. I understand why it's nominated because it's Martin Scorsese and they got it, and Hollywood and film critics have to kiss his ass. Too long, too self-indulgent. It's horrible. It's just pretty much as bad as The Irishman. I gotta say that I love Scorsese's previous films: Wolf of Wall Street, Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, and Last Temptation of Christ. He was great, but not anymore. Do you have something you were disappointed with?
Yeah, Equalizer 3. They should have left with Equalizer 1 and 2. Equalizer 3 was a disappointment. I mean, Denzel Washington is not the actor for that role anymore. I don't know, it's because of his age, but I don't know, it didn't feel like an Equalizer movie. There's not much action. The villains were like doing their thing and he didn't stop them. It was like, what's going on? I know it is time for you to retire, but if an opportunity to beat the villains shows up, do something. I think the movie was a waste of time. I mean, Denzel Washington is a great actor, but he's not the Equalizer anymore. So, yeah, sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
And this ends
the recap part 2. Subscribe to our channel Lights Camera Super Action on YouTube. Hit the like button, share our videos with everybody, hit the bell button so that you can receive the notification every time we upload a new video. We are also on X, Threads, and Facebook.
So,
This was
lights,
Camera
super.
Action.
See you soon.
See you next time.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Peace out.
Peace out.